my channel if you are new here, or welcome back. Today I'm going to be sharing with you how to start a bullet journal. Now this is my first bullet journal, so I'm kind of learning along with you guys, but I'm going to show you how I'm starting this and all the ways that I'm planning on filling it, and I'm going to tell you about some of my ideas. This video is actually a collab with my friend here on YouTube, Tori Lynn. I'll have her channel linked down below, and definitely go and check out her video about starting a bullet journal. We're going to be showing you basically two different ways that you can start your bullet journal and that you can fill it. And I think that that'll be really helpful because she's using hers more as sort of like a planner type of bullet journal, whereas mine's more like Moody and more of a mood board type of thing. So it's nice because you'll get those two different perspectives on how to use your bullet journal. So let me just give you a few tips, and then I'll go ahead and show you how I'm putting those tips into action. So my biggest tip is, no matter what small thing you need inspiration for, look for it online. You can look through Pinterest, Tumblr, Instagram. There's plenty of bullet journal accounts on Instagram even that you can go and follow and check out. And through that, you can find at least an outline of what you're looking for. And while you're starting out, there's really no harm in copying somebody else's style exactly. Although you'll find, I think, that it'll come a lot more natural to kind of incorporate your own ideas and your own style into it as you're looking at theirs for inspiration. But basically what I'm saying is, even if you were to copy theirs stroke for stroke, it's not really a big deal because this is just for you, so who cares? Another tip that I'll be using, and again, this is just my personal way that I'm going to do my bullet journal, is to make sure that the pages come naturally to you. This is instead of trying to force yourself, and again, trying to force myself to follow some kind of pattern. I just know that that's not the type of person that I am, and that I won't keep up with a bullet journal like that. So for me, I want to do just the page that I'm inspired to do that day. And I especially feel this way because as you will have seen in my Plan With Me video, I already have sort of like a planning bullet journal type of thing that I do in the end of my agenda, and I'll link that video down below if you miss it or you haven't seen what I do with my agenda. And that's why I kind of keep this as a separate thing and don't see it as strictly guided, or needing to be as strictly guided as that one. So for the style I'm going to be making basically whatever sort of mood board type of thing comes to me that day to do. My last biggest tip is to try your best not to get hung up on being perfect. Working on something like a bullet journal is meant to be relaxing, it's meant to help with anxiety, it's not meant to stress you out more. It should be something that you can do that will make you feel good. You should basically take a very Bob Ross, approach to it. Just cover it up if you make a mistake, or just move on from it, just don't get hung up on it at all. So some of the pages that I'm putting into my bullet journal are, I'm putting the title page, which will just have my name on it, and kind of a nice design around it. I'm not sure if I'm going to color it in yet, but I made basically I did a calligraphy of my name, and then I put a design around it. I put flowers and things like that, and I just liked that as a beginning. Again, this is because I don't want to follow that pattern. I know a lot of people will do the month or something like that, but I just wanted to do the title as my name. On this bullet journal is I started making my travel bucket list. Now I actually only have one place on there so far, and it's LA, and I did this in a really interesting way that I thought was kind of a little bit unique from what I've seen about bullet journals, but I liked it a lot, so I'm going to share it with you guys. So since I'm doing a travel bucket list type of thing on here, what I did was I put in some pictures of the place, and I started writing about why I wanted to go there. but I wrote about it in like a very dreamy kind of word association way. It's kind of funky and like a little bit weird. Like I'd be kind of embarrassed for somebody to read this without like me explaining it, but regardless, like I had a lot of fun writing it, and I just kind of kept thinking, what do I think of when I think of this place? So I have a few more places that I've printed out. These are actually all the places just that I want to be going to in 2019, hopefully, like fingers crossed. So I'm going to do the same thing with all of them, I think, and I think I'm going to do basically almost like a mood board, and maybe I'll get more pictures than I did for this one. This one was for LA, where I'll be going in March. But I think I'm going to do the same thing with those other places, and I'm just going to write about like what I think of when I think of the place and kind of let it flow like that. That's all I've done so far in my bullet journal because it is very time consuming, but I have a lot of more ideas that I'm very excited about, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about the ideas that I have in case any of you want to put those in your bullet journal, because I think that they're going to be really cool. Something that I'm really excited to do that I haven't heard about a lot from other people is I want to do kind of music mood board type things. So I have like my travel bucket list, and some days I'm going to do just like a mood of the day and probably like write about the day or the week or whatever. But the other thing that I want to do is I want to do like basically like a song. If there's a song stuck in my head, I want to make like a mood board for it, and I want to do like some cool like lyrics from the song and mix in with like pictures that I printed out and stuff like that. And I think that that'll be such a cool way to document like how I was feeling about that song and what it inspired me to feel or think about. I'm also going to be doing like seasonal mood boards and basically just writing what each season makes me think of. So I'm really excited to do spring, and I'll have like lots of plants, and I think I'm just gonna do not so much of like a written like sentence structure thing, but just kind of phrases here and there of what it makes me think of, along with the pictures and everything like that. So I think you get the gist of like how I'm gonna do my bullet journal. So it's gonna be much more like moody, dreamy kind of thing. I'm really excited about it. I love that idea. I'm probably gonna end up eventually very like hippy dippy, have some like pressed flowers or something in here. I can't wait to fill this thing up in that way. Thank you so much for watching. I'm very excited to be starting this. If you have any tips or you have your own bullet journal and you're kind of more used to doing this, please leave them down below in the comment section. Tell me all about your method. I'm gonna be trying this out over the next like month or so, so I'd love to hear what tips and tricks you guys have for your bullet journals, especially if you do them more in this kind of like moody way that I'm planning on doing mine. But even if you're more of like a planner bullet journal type of person, I'm sure other people will find that helpful. And again, if you are more into that type of bullet journal, check out my friend Tori Lynn's video, which will be linked down below. If you did like this video and enjoyed any of these tips, please be sure to give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll have my social medias linked down below too. That's all for today, but I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.